All right, it's time to get ready to go to the Disney parks tomorrow. So I am packing my park bag. Let's see what I'm putting in there today. So this is my cinch sack. It has two main pockets, the front pocket, zip pocket, and then the cinch part up at the top that all my stuff goes into. I have two clip-ons on the ropes. One is a hand sanitizer that clips to the cords. This hand sanitizer came from Dollar Tree. It was $1.25 and the case was $1.25. I love the spray hand sanitizers and this one smells amazing. I love it. Berries and cream scented. You can also buy these at Dollar General in the dollar aisle. They have spray hand sanitizers as well, but I have not found any of the cases in Dollar General yet. Then I also have my cooling towel. You know how immensely hot it can get in Florida, and it's important to have all of the tools possible to help you stay cool. So usually I'll get a cup of ice water from a quick service spot and then pour water into the little pouch, let it soak up, and then pull it out and wrap it around my neck or around my arms or my legs or my face to try to help myself cool down. In addition to using the cooling cloth, I also have my emergency baggie here. And in my emergency bag, I have the cooling patches. These are really great to put on the back of your neck. They're automatically cooling and they help out so much. Got these on Amazon. Also got this on Amazon. Also have my fan. This is just one of the you know, not very high cost fans. It is battery powered rather than a USB charge. So I make sure to take batteries when I use this fan. I don't like the neck fans. I haven't found one that I really like. One, it's bulky. It takes up a lot of space in my bag and it doesn't hold a charge very well. So this is the only fan that I end up taking with me to the parks. Also for cooling off, I have these individual wipes just to kind of help wipe off my face, my neck, whatever I need to do. And then I also have these individual packets of wipes that they're eight wipes inside of a pack. I love that. I got this from Dollar General and there were 8 packages inside of one big pack and all of them were $1. So I've used this several times going to the parks. You can never have enough wipes when you need to cool down and wipe off some of the sweat. It's really bad. The heat is just so intense. So make sure you have some kind of wipes. I love how small and compact these are. They're wonderful. Then I also, in this bag, I also have my big Band-Aids and different sizes of Band-Aids for those blister possibilities. And then I have moleskin, every shape and size. So this is really great so that it prevents those blisters. I put them on before I go to the parks in those locations I know are gonna have a lot of rubbing, especially on my shoes. Just keep in mind, these are not gonna stick on wet skin. So if you try to put it on sweaty skin that's been sweating for a while, it's not gonna stick and it's just gonna end up peeling off. And then I think the last thing in this bag is a stick of antiperspirant. Antiperspirant is the way to go when it comes to Then I also have my antiperspirant, antiperspirant is the way to go when it comes to getting ready to go to the parks because no matter what, you're gonna sweat. It's just gonna happen. So antiperspirant has been the best way for me to try to help prevent the sweatiness. So that is my emergency bag. In the hot sun, you definitely know that you're gonna need sunscreen. I am a huge fan of Neutrogena. I bought both of these on Amazon. This one, I'm actually almost out of this one. And this one is really good. I've just started using it and I've really liked it. This one has a really good rating on Consumer Reports. So these two actually do not go to the park with me. They actually stay here at home. I spray my legs with these two before I go to the parks and I let them dry. But I don't want to take a huge bottle of sunscreen with me to the parks. but I definitely use these, but I only use them for my legs. So for the rest of my body, I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost sunscreen. I use this for my face and for my arms before I leave to go to the parks. I give it about 15 minutes to dry, and then I put on my makeup and powders and things like that. This sunscreen has been really great. I don't like the oiliness of a lot of sunscreens, and so it dries really well on my skin, and I've really enjoyed it. This sunscreen will also stay at home. I only use it once, and then I leave it here. So what do I take to the parks? I take this. This is Hawaiian Tropical Mineral 30 SPF sunscreen, and it is a powder with a brush applicator. So if I take off the top, push down, then you can see that there's a little bit of powder inside. And so on top of the sunscreen I already have, I will dust this sunscreen over my arms, my face, my legs if needed, to reapply sunscreen throughout the day. And this has been the only thing that I've taken with me to the parks, and it's saved me so many times. One, it helps to absorb some of the sweat. Two, it's obviously smaller for my park bag, so it's been really nice. So that goes with me to the park. And then of course, I end up taking my Sun Bum lip balm, 30 SPF. So that is really been helpful. This one is a key lime flavor. It smells wonderful and it tastes wonderful, which if you know, you know, it's really hard to like not eat the sunscreen, the sunscreen lip balm. But it is really moisturizing. I really like that one. Of course, when it comes to Florida weather, during spring and summer, we always have our showers. And sometimes the showers are torrential downpours, and sometimes they're just general little showers. So always bring a rain poncho. Sometimes I'll check the weather apps and I'll check the radar to see what the weather is going to be like for today to determine if I'm going to take a poncho. I have a Disney poncho. Why? Because there was one day that I did not check the radar and the weather station, and it rained. So I had to go buy a Disney poncho, which was quite a bit more expensive than if I had just ordered one on Amazon. But always double check to make sure what the weather is going to be like when you go to Disney. Also, when it comes to rain, make sure you think about your shoes and what shoes you're going to wear when you go to the parks. Some people really like the sandals that can get wet and that doesn't bother them. Some people wear tennis shoes. Some people wear Crocs. It just depends on what you prefer. But just think about what you're going to do in the rain. Now, I usually prefer my tennis shoes when I go to the parks. So when I go to the parks and it rains, obviously tennis shoes are going to get wet. So in my park bag, I put a pair of flip-flops. Now this is not a normal suggestion that you hear a lot of people say, but this is just my personal take. I don't want to wear tennis shoes when it's raining, especially in a torrential downpour. So I will take off my tennis shoes, put on my flip-flops, and walk throughout the park. Usually, showers don't last that long in Florida, hopefully, depending most days. And so this will only be worn for just a short period of time. But these were $1 at Dollar General. And so I just stick them in my bag for when they're needed. Also, just a forewarning, oftentimes when there is a heavy downpour of rain, several of the parks have trouble with water drainage. So there will be certain sections of the park that have standing water. Obviously, you don't want to be in standing water when you are in your tennis shoes. Another reason I bring my flip-flops. Another important factor for our packing in our bag are all of our technology pieces. So you'll notice here I have 3 different charging rods. I have the fuel rods, which you can actually find at the Disney parks. And you can actually purchase these at the Disney parks, and you can buy replacements at the Disney parks. There are kiosks around different parts of the park. I have 2 of those. And then I also have this magnetic charging port as well. And then I have my earbuds just in case I feel like listening to music or whatever while I'm walking around the parks. So always make sure that you have some form of being able to recharge your devices. And then make sure when you're packing up your stuff that you're trying to think about how you're going to pay for things. Of course, you're going to need your wallet. I prefer a small wallet because everything is in one small space. Cards, driver's license, etc. If you need cash or want cash. But I love using gift cards, the Disney gift cards. You can get a Disney gift card at Walmart or a lot of other stores. This Disney gift card I bought at Flower and Garden Festival, and I loaded cash on it so that I could use it. It has a wristlet so that I can wear it, and anytime I used it, the cashier just scans it and it comes off of my card. This is a reusable gift card, and money can be continually charged onto it every time that I want to. So this has been the easiest way for me to buy things in the parks. I don't have to pull out my cards. I don't have to pull out my cash. I don't even have to pull out my phone and open up to the apps. I just have to show them my gift card and they scan it and we're done. And all of that goes in my park bag. I think that is all that I have for my park bag.